Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carpenter?
Here.
Ms. Wilcox?
Here.
Ms. Corum? Ms. Lynch? Here. Mr. Reed?
Present. Okay, we don't have any minutes, right?
No, sir.
Okay. New business, we got two items. First item, motion to renew or rescind the action on February the 9th, 2015 concerning Point Park by Councilwoman Wilcox.
Mr. Chair,
Wilcox.
I move to rescind the motion February the 9th that I made to refer the lease proposal to Point Park Marketplace for 5 years from Mr. James Kincaid and Marvin Edwards on the City Council to include the potential transfer of the property.
Have a motion, have a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Have a discussion. No discussion. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carpenter?
No.
Ms. Wilcox?
Yes.
Ms. Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Item number 2, lease proposal for Point Park Marketplace for 5 years from Mr. James Kincaid and Mr. Marvin Edwards.
Mr. Chair,
Wilcox.
I'd like to move that we forward this on to council, the lease move to accept the proposal for the lease of the Point Park Marketplace proposed by James Kincaid and Marvin Edwards for the period of 5 years as per the written proposal, with the lease to be written by the city attorney, Joe Sanner, for this to be done, and the amount to be negotiated between the mayor and the attorney.
We have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
I think Mr. Chairman, I think we should forward that to council. I think we have an obligation to hear the proposals. I haven't seen anything about what plans for marketing, what direction they want to take it in. And 5 years is too long. We should do at least 1 year initially in review before we do an extended term.
Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ms. Wilcox?
I did move it to council. That was what I was moving. And I don't think that we should shorten the length of time, because 1 year is not gonna tell them a whole lot. They've gotta get in and see how their marketing process and stuff are changing and moving around, and it's my understanding from reading the proposal that they sent us, the only incoming money they're gonna have from this is the actual rental of the floor space. They're gonna be paying for all of the purple stuff down there. The only thing the city would utilize would be the building itself, roughly, or emergency down or whatever. They would take care of snow removal, the restrooms, mopping, cleaning, marketing, and the utilities, and all the other stuff that we'd be proposing. And I just feel that 5 years is a fair amount. I don't think it should go out any longer than that. But I think that we ought to at least give them that length of time to come up with it. Because if we don't move this marketplace on, it's going to die. And it's a wonderful place. I myself called Jared Dean with the West Virginia Department of Agriculture. He's been in here many times. He spoke with the mayor, he spoke with the city attorney, spoke to these gentlemen, he's been in the marketplace, and there is some real big potential. They're not gonna make any money off of the marketplace themselves. That is gonna pay for the utilities and the half pays for it. Their money comes from promoting their own business inside of the marketplace. And I have had several people who talk to me that thinks the marketplace was a wonderful place. They want to be able to get out and get vegetables and stuff in the summertime. Right now is a bad time. I've been down there the last 3 or 4 weeks. They've entertained a few things going on down there, and I was really impressed. And there was other council people there. Mr. Brown was there. Mrs. Lynch was there. There was people there, and the market was full. I talked to a few of the vendors, and it helped them make it through the month, their sales. and they've done an excellent, wonderful job. Advertising, they're paying for their own advertising, we're not doing any of that now. And if they can make it go, I think we ought to let them see that they can make it go.
Mayor, do you have any comments?
I would like to hear if you would like to say anything. What's your thoughts on this? I'm not putting you on the spot.
That'll be Tuesday.
I'm sorry.
That'll be Tuesday.
No, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to come down here and entertain this. It's been a very difficult situation. It's been a very difficult time. I've been down there about 15 months, and when I started, things was just gun-ho. The atmosphere was jubilant, people everywhere, things going on, people in, people out, and it was just a good environment. And with that thought in mind, I thought, man, we can really go up from here. We can really move forward. We can do things. You know, we need to make this market a destination point for the city of Parkersburg. Something for which the city of Parkersburg doesn't have a whole lot of. I would like to see that place thrive. Right now, as we sit here and discuss these issues, I'm more worried about it surviving than thriving, and I hope that will come in the future. But we've got to have some leadership. We've got to have someone that's going to take this thing forward and get rid of all this dad-blame bickering and BS and backstabbing and name-calling and all that you all know what I'm talking about. We got to get it out of there. And if we want to create a place where we can promote our businesses and other individuals that have expressed interest to come in and say, hey, we want to come in here, we want to be a part of this, but we're not going to be a part of it as long as the city's involved. So I'm hoping that we can take this, we can move forward, and we can move forward in a very, very, very quick fashion. I'm not talking about, because we can't dilly-dally around. I mean, we don't have weeks. We're almost at the point now where we got to think about, in theory, we almost got to think about this in days, not weeks and months. I mean, we've got to move. We have got to move, get into the spring months with some projects and some enthusiasm. And people that I've talked to are very, very excited about being able to go down there in the summer months and buy produce. There was issues this past summer that we won't get into as to why they didn't, but nothing I would like to see any more than little old Farmer Fred back his Ford pickup up down there or pull it into the flood wall down there and have some corn and beans and turnips, and he can sell off the back of his truck. It helps him out, it helps out the people, and it just creates a very pleasant atmosphere for everyone. So I'm hoping you guys will give us the opportunity. Marvin has been the go-to guy for creating projects and getting people and so on and so forth, and he's done a super job, and I'm hoping that we can move forward with that. All that being said, I'll shut up.
All right, thank you.
I got two more questions, if you don't mind. May I?
Right there.
Again, I know what the answer will be, I'm not going to ask you anyway. I've talked to Mr. Dean about exactly what we're talking about here. I would like to see Farmer Fred come up with his pickup truck and sell corn, or tomatoes, or potatoes, or anything that he might be growing on his farm. I think people want to see that too. If you were managing a facility like that, you would work with these people.
we will definitely work with these people, but, you know, Jared has expressed all this enthusiasm about wanting to do this, wanting to do that, and I would tell this straight to his face. I'm not gonna talk like I'm talking behind his back. I wouldn't count on Jared for anything,
Well, you know,
because we gotta do this on our own.
I've told Jared that to his face too, so I mean, that's beside the point. And I wasn't being critical, I just think that if I'm gonna work with somebody, I'd like to work with somebody.
Right.
He talks like that.
And the second question, although I just saw a proposal here, the first one I saw with that, there are other people who have interest in this too. Would you work with, combine with, and make those, see if those additions can be in that building also?
I think that could be discussed,
Yeah.
but at the same time too.
I'm not pinning you down on that. I'm
Right,
just
we
asking.
have worked with this and worked with this and worked with this for months, met with you countless times, trying to get things forward. Then all of a sudden, these people are popping up, and I think we need to move forward with us. We'll move forward, but at the same time too, I think we can talk to them.
Appreciate your honesty. Thank you.
Any other questions from committee members?
Mr. Chair,
Wilcox,
it's not a question. I'd like to
you can make a comment.
add,
too.
add to that, what I'm doing is at the end of 5 years, we approve the 5 years and stuff, they get first dibs at renewing their lease. They would be the first one done. That would be worked out.
That'd be in the lease.
That would be.
Okay. All right.
Any council members have comments?
I think we're all excited about the marketplace succeeding. I think we're going in the right direction. I think 12 months would be adequate to review, not terminate. You may want out. You may give up in 2.5 years. We don't know. That's the future. But we can see how the progression is.
Yeah, if you can get him, if you can get him to do it, I'll ask him, absolutely. He won't call
Yeah,
on me.
maybe we can.
I'll make sure he doesn't miss you.
Okay. You've got to get some experience under your belt, and it's half a marketing thing, you know, I haven't seen anything about page on the internet. I haven't seen a proposal per se.
No, I'm going to now.
I would feel more comfortable with them to see that Tuesday.
Phones and
Discuss
internet.
it for the council.
I provide phone and internet service down there already.
Yeah, it's.
So do we.
I know that, and I wouldn't think that that'd be necessary. We can continue with what's already there.
Any more questions from our council members? None? Hearing none.
Mr. Chair, I think Mr. Turner had some questions.
Yeah, I had some questions on some legality matters. Council started out with control of the leases, and then they thought that it was going to the building commission. Well, when it didn't, that means council would still remain in control, correct? Would that be correct?
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Listen to your comments. I'm not going to respond to your comments.
well, that's fine. Then if they remain control, when the mayor changed the lease situation and the rent, that should have been done by council. So therefore, it was actually an illegal move to do on the mayor's part.
Okay. Point of order. Okay, any other questions from council members? Okay, the vote, please.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes.
Ms. Wilcox?
Yes.
Ms. Lynch? Yes. Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
We're adjourned.